All right, everyone. So in today's video, I want to talk about ROM hacks that you can play right off of the SD card. So this is going to be cool. This is for the people out there who maybe just don't have the EverDrive or the Easy Flash, or maybe you do and you just want to have something that you can have on the SD card itself. But this is definitely good for those who don't have any of the flash cards. People who are collectors, and maybe now you want to do a ROM hack that if you didn't have the flash cards you couldn't do before, but there are some games that can be played right off of the SD card that are ROM hacks. So thank you everyone who's been watching so far. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I know majority of my viewers don't subscribe. Please do. Please take the time. Everyone is awesome. Thank you guys, and let's get into it. All right. So here we go. We're going to talk about the IPS patches that you can apply to games. This one specifically, ROM hacks. Like I've already mentioned, these ROM hacks are specifically hacks that might have done graphical improvements or complete game overhaul. Now, what some of these people have done, with this patch, it allows the Analogue Pockets GB Studios to recognize it as a game that was created in GB Studios and play it essentially off of the SD card on the Analogue Pocket. So you can play this without any flash card like the EverDrive or the Easy Flash. You don't need any of that. You can play it right off of that. Now, so that's what makes this kind of special, and there's already a whole bunch of different ones. So real quick, let's just show you what's been going on. Now, there are homeroom titles, which maybe I'll do another video on that, but specifically I want to talk about the Analogue Pocket IPS patches. So they are already released a lot of different games that you can just patch and play right off the bat. It's a good amount. You can continue scrolling, you'll see it's a lot of games. It's still going. It's a lot of games. Those were all official games. Those are Game Boy games officials. Here's Game Boy Color games. Man, there's a lot of games you can play. Unfortunately, right now it's just Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. No Game Boy Advance games, because GB Operator specifically is for Game Boy Color games. So unless you see a full jailbreak, at the moment, it's just Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Now, this is a section I want to talk about today. Is just going to be the hacks. So it's not as long of a list, but there are stuff. So I want to talk about the Galaga hack. I've spoke about this before. The Kirby Dreamland, I've also done one with that. The Metroid I've done with. The Pokémon Red Colorized Edition, I've spoke about that previously. Super Mario Land 2. So these are stuff that I have touched on before. And if you want to look at those videos, please go back. I will also have some of these videos linked in the description below. That way you guys can just check it out if you want to get more information on those games. This is more specifically on showcasing these games being played on the Analogue Pocket with no flash card. So just keep that in mind. This is something I've always loved to see. It's pretty cool to just be able to play this with no flash card. It gives you more flexibilities, especially people who might not have flash cards. These things aren't cheap, especially after spending all the money on the Pocket itself. These things are not cheap. EverDrive can go over $100 and Easy Flash can go over $50. So it's definitely not for the faint of heart. So real quick, like I already mentioned, I already mentioned the games. Fairly simple. You go to the website, you download the IPS patch, and then you apply the patch with Luna IPS. It's fairly simple. I've done it before. It's not the craziest thing in the world. Here's Pokemon Red. It's fairly simple. You know what? Maybe I will just show one right now. Alright, so now we're just going to apply the IPS patch. And for anyone who hasn't seen any of my previous videos, it's pretty much the same way you would do it for a ROM hack. So the ROM hack, you would need this patch to apply to the original source game. So this will essentially be two patches done on an original game. You'll have first the ROM hack, and then you're going to apply the patch in order to play it on the Analogue Pocket. Now make sure you need this patch in order to play it. So let's just do apply patch. Go here, you find it, and here it is. This is the patch we're going to do, Super Mario Land 2 Deluxe. So here is the patch. Now we just need to apply it to, here we go, Super Mario Land 2. This has already been patched, so with the ROM hack. So hit open, and that's it, it's done. And then you just rename the extension from GB to Pocket. So now I'm just going to do this for the rest of them, and then we're going to move over to the Analogue Pocket. So here we go. So let's just exit out of my little intro over here, and let's remove mine. So now, as you can tell, there's no game. Everything's going to be played off of the SD card. So let's just go over to Tools. You're going to go to GB Studios. Now this is after everybody has applied all the patches you need to apply. So let's go here. Now the first one I'm going to check out is it's going to be Galaga. Let's go there. I just want to show these games that they work. This is G&G DX. Now this is a colorization. This was originally in black and white. Let's just do Galaga real quick. I just want to show these games work. So the video won't be too long. It's just going to be quickly showcasing. Obviously it works. As you can tell, it's on. You'll immediately know when something doesn't work. You'll get an error pretty much immediately. But right now I'm just showing it to you that this has been colorized through the patch. All right, cool. As you can tell, it works. So let's go back to GB Studios. Let's go to the next one. Next one is going to be Kirby Dream Land. Okay, as you can tell, it's in color. Another game that was in black and white. Now I know that Kirby might be a little too pink. I've heard that before when I've shown this ROM hack before. But this is not because of the analog. This is just because of the ROM hack itself. Still, whoever did this did a lot of work into getting this in color. So yeah, I gotta give them credit where credit is due. Because anybody who does these ROM hacks, they put a lot of time in to get this to work. All right, it's cool. You can tell it works. Now let's go to the next one. Metroid 2. It's another colorization one. Something that was in black and white. As you can tell, now it's in color. So now the thing about having this in color, which is very good, is that you can't change the color palette because this is in GB Studios, like you could if you're playing the actual game. So this is probably the only way you could see it in color, or at least some type of color. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is going to be now crystal clear. This is going to be an interesting one. So there are no real-time clocks for GB Studios. So there are going to be features that will not be working right, since this is a crystal hack that uses the real-time clock. But you can still play a majority of it on the Analogue Pocket using this. So that is very cool. And this is the latest version, 2.5. Now, great thing about this game, I've done multiple videos on it already. You can choose where you want to start. It's pretty awesome. For example, I'll just choose something random. Let's go Fuchsia City. Then from there, you can really customize your character. I won't be able to really show any other gameplay because it's just, the intro is very long. But if you are interested in how the gameplay looks, then be my guest. Check out my other videos. People will probably like it. I'm going to choose green. You can choose it. You can change the skin tone. You can change a whole bunch of it. Change what? What else can you change here? See, you can change the hair. There you go. Do all types. Yeah, just hit start. Change the bags. So this game gives you a lot of customizations. This is probably why this is one of my favorite Pokemon ROM hacks. I've definitely spoke about it already. On top of choosing different starters. You have a lot of options here. Psyduck. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Just doing this one alone can take up a good amount of time. Alright, let's go Super Mario Land now. This is also a very good hack. This brings nice color. It looks really good. It looks like something that could have been done by Nintendo themselves. So I definitely recommend checking out this ROM hack, even if you just try it out on a flash card. We did a really good job here. This is cool. This is definitely something you could throw in the memory card and just forget about it, and then play it at some other random time. They did a lot of work. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, Super Mario Land 2. Another good colorization. Now, obviously, like I've always mentioned, I give all the credits to the people who've spent all their time and effort into making these ROM hacks to what they are. I think no credit in obviously making it. I'm just showing it to everybody, that way they can experience it themselves. And obviously all the credit for the actual patch itself goes to the person who created the patch just to get it on the analog itself. It's good to see this is still happening. Until there's an actual jailbreak, this is something that's going to have to be for now. Because I know there's a lot of people who are wanting a jailbreak, and myself included, but this is what we have at the moment. Alright, so let's go on to the last one. So the last one here is going to be a Pokemon Red Colorization one. Here we go. This one is essentially I believe it's a crystal hack that they did, and it brings a whole red into an upgraded graphics essentially. So let's see what it looks like. Hello there. Yep, it starts just like that, but it's in color. Yes, I know. Go with red. Red is easy enough. So you saw that glitch there though? That was weird. I wonder if that was the ROM hack itself or just the analog. Okay, I just want to show you the town real quick, and then that'll pretty much be the end of the video. Alright, you can tell this is in full color. This is not like some color palettes. Yeah, look at this. It really does look nice. It's definitely a good way to play Pokemon Red. And they got a lot of it down packed. You can tell they did some work. Alright, so that is going to be the end of the video. I showed you 7 different ones, and as I showed you in the previous clip, there are other ones out there too. So thank you everyone for watching. If you made it this far, everyone is awesome. Thank you everyone. And please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Everyone is awesome. Have a good one. Bye.